Greetings everyone, this is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with the spatial report. We are looking at this gorgeous crescent moon, 45 degrees from its new moon starting point, but this moon has entered Capricorn, so this moon wants to feel abundance. Dig into all the good stuff we harvested. Sit back and take a nice deep pull and really enjoy. But guess what? This moon is square Miss Venus, who's still tied up in the legal system, signing contracts and dealing with all those powerful things in the legal system. So we're seeing and feeling this major transformative Scorpio energy. So energy in fertility, the masculine and feminine relationships of power. And we can see good old Jupiter up here rising. Jupiter's climbed up a good bit here. So Jupiter is having us look back with its retrograde and realize there's a new spiritual story starting. So you have to look at the old one and see how much has changed and transformed. This is you ascending to higher levels, higher frequencies, higher understandings, awareness of your past patterns, so that you can conserve power, you can conserve things for tough times. We have to be able to store energy. So that moon phase, man, this moon is gorgeous, just hanging right there, just beautiful. I'm going to take you in and show you on the chart. So the Lune is gaining this beautiful light for a smooth transition if you are staying on your path, doing the work, digging in, looking at the dark side, looking at your dark wounds, finding out why you are gorging, finding out why you are craving attention, finding out why you still need recognition from the outer, whatever it may be. This energy is for you to tune in and feel these higher frequencies, higher energies. So let's go in here. I'm going to show you a couple cool things. So the Sun and Mars burn up here. So let's look at this chart back out here. So what you're seeing is that moon right here. And on this chart, 44 degrees, 44 minutes. So that was from its new moon starting point right here, 21 degrees of Scorpio. So Mars and the Sun, they're having a powwow. So that's the king and the general. We can't see Mars. It's on the other side of the Sun from the Earth's point of view. So there's this hidden part of our desire to move forward and see how much we transformed. But Mercury here is looking at and picking up the things needed to prepare for what's ahead, picking up the ingredients. You know, this is a healing space, but it's also where people can be homicidal maniacs. It's where the animal force goes wild. The centaur gets angry and then loses all reason. So when you're angry, your face gets red. That means your spirit has dropped, disappeared. So this moon is kinked with Venus down here in Libra. So this is a square, tense, opening moment for how this relationship, reflective energy, and seeing what's coming and preparing for your ship to come in if you're ready. If you planted the seeds, did the harvest, and put away the goods, now you're going to get the good news. You can sit back and enjoy it. This moon's got to hit Pluto, revealing some deep, dark things, and then run the gauntlet through Aquarius. And then Saturn moving forward in Pisces. So that is, the spiritual stories are moving forward now. So this is the illumination, awakening, extrasensual perceptions, you feeling this new world. But you're going to have to look at the old one and say goodbye, parts of it. And that's what Jupiter is literally walking back to this part in Taurus where it literally has to look over an open hole and say goodbye. Because that part of time, space, history, whatever it is gone, done. Time to transform and move on. So that takes structure and keeping things in some type of order so we don't go into a revolution with massive chaos and massive loss. This can be a beautiful time where we all come into the golden age using the power of these tools. The good news is, these algorithms don't have the capability to feel what you do. They don't have the senses you have. So it's the power, the wave motion that creates and changes reality. So you do have the power to change your reality. That's a choice, free will. But if you give up your power and you want somebody else to push you along or pull you along and throw you on a raft and you don't want to do anything and be tugged along, then the tides of time carry you. These moon phases, you'll just follow right along and stay stuck in this loop. So Saturn collects you and then spits you back out. Do it all over again. Reincarnation, regeneration. That's the feminine nature. So Saturn rules Capricorn. And that's a feminine sign, the mother. So we all have to get back in touch and learn that we're not here just to please the mother figure. We have to learn these higher principles. Mercury, learning Sagittarius, higher beliefs ruled by Jupiter, the father figure. So understanding these energies and how energy flows is key to you healing yourself, your physical self, emotional self, and mental self. So we do that through music, friends, groups, touching base, bouncing off creative moments, forgiving others that trespassed against us. With these devices, we can now use technology to literally interpret things where maybe you misconstrued what somebody said and then you got in an argument and it went downhill fast. So what's wild about numbers and math is numbers can be used many ways. It can be on a jersey, your favorite star has a number. So that number is just an identifier. doesn't show us the power. You might think it's lucky or unlucky or something, but then we use numbers to count things, to measure things. So placeholders, you know, achievements. I want to be number one. So when you understand the power and frequencies of numbers, synchronicities, you know, 333, 4444, look at there, bam, synchronicity, that's a huge one. So 3D, 3 dimensions, length, width, height, creates a volume cube. So time space is this volume cube moving. So to break out of that understanding, you have to get out of the volume, grabbing volume all the time. Our senses give us the ability to understand 6 dimensions: up, down, forward, backward, left, right. And then that has a mirror image, so that's 6 more in an alternate underside. Literally, when materialistic atoms or elements join together and then somebody imbues them with emotion, they become a waveform. So it's in motion, and it literally, you know, creative thought. If you've ever seen somebody blow smoke off, the smoke sits there, hangs in the air, but it swirls. That's waveforms. So that's where we see the power of all our collective force literally creates this giant sea of energy. So we can tap into that power. So the outer world, the ugly part, wants to keep you trapped in darkness and ugly so you feel bad. And then you buy their shit, their solutions, their final solutions, the parts of them that literally they're selling, you know, artificial stuff that's just junk. This is time for you to tune in and see where you're going and where you've been. Realize that these artificial constructs are not here to heal you. You have to heal yourself. They're there to treat you, put you in the program, have you keep coming on back. So this is the time to get yourself in order. You can cut things away. You can cut weight. You can cut out emotional issues, transform them and put them to work. This is time to keep drinking pure water, breathe fresh air, get outside. Look, we have this beautiful mix of elements right now. Sun in Scorpio is communing with others and sharing deep emotional understandings. But you have to open doors and let others in, or you have to walk out your front door and have courage to go out there in the ugly outer world. It's super scary. No, it's not. But anyway, so the moon in Earth here, Capricorn, Mercury in Sag, that's fire, and then Venus in Libra, air. So we have 4 perfect elements here. Literally, if you tune in, this will show you equilibrium, the 4 elements, and this helps you understand the 5th element. That's that wave motion. And once you understand it, now you can start to play with directing it with your focus. Yeah, this is the time to get a hold of your spiritual story and move forward, because the outer world's going to keep collapsing the waveform. So think of Saturn here in Pisces is like old Father Time's trying to learn how to surf and smoke the good Hawaiian reefer. You know, half the country's legalizing it. Maybe the dopey president should smoke some and then he'll get his balance back. But who knows? It's part of this Neptune's delusion story in good old Pisces, which is no boundaries, seeking to let go. So people can do that with alcohol, drugs, you know, mushrooms, food, chili peppers. You eat enough chilies, you'll get high, you'll see ghosts. You'll also see the flames of hell in the morning on the white porcelain god. So anyway, this is a time to keep on your path, tune into the physical, stay cool, stay grounded, learn the elements. When people are hot, you know, give them a little space. If you're driving down the road, get out of the way. What's the hurry? So a lot of that pressure with Mercury has moved away from this Mars-Sun energy. So this is people trying to see what is possible in the new world. It really is. And you got to tune into your higher sensual perception. Everybody's obsessed with, you know, contact and aliens, you know, war. How many wars can we have? I mean, these people have been fighting forever over the same spaces. So tune in, tune up, and participate any way you go. I hope you're well. Grab this gorgeous energy and unkink the hose. Or let Venus get kinky, either way. Got to open the flow. Any way you go, I hope you're well. Astro Sherpa out.